It's Emily, and I'm here today for the third episode of Nifty Thrifty, a podcast about sustainable fashion and how you can be eco-friendly while expressing yourself in a way that's usually not. As a vegan and self-proclaimed thrift nerd, I'm constantly trying to learn more about sustainable fashion since it's a personal interest of mine in a growing field. In a recent High Snobiety article, many underground sustainable fashion brands are highlighted. If you're interested in finding new ethical brands to shop, I recommend giving the piece a read. The brands featured include Organic Threads and Nudie Jeans. Fashionista recently released an article about how tech is shaping the future of sustainable fashion, which is another super interesting piece I recommend checking out if it's a topic that interests you. Tech is going to dominate the sustainable fashion space, as it has dominated a lot of other spaces. As long as it's doing the industry good, I'm all for it. But anyway, today we're going to delve into two subtopics: expensive sustainable fashion brands and reasons to shop more sustainably. Today I'm bringing on Monmouth graduate Jessica Anastasio, who will be discussing her experience shopping sustainably. It's so great to have you on today, Jessica. Can you tell everyone a little bit about yourself and why you're passionate about sustainable fashion?
Hi, thanks for having me on the show. I recently became more into sustainable fashion because I decided to start living like an overall more eco-friendly lifestyle with like what I eat and things I buy. So of course fashion was one of those things. So overall just trying to have lower my carbon footprint and just make less of a impression on the earth, of negative one on the earth, and be more sustainable.
So, what sustainable fashion brands are your favorites?
So two brands that I like a lot are Reformation and another brand called Everlane. And those are two really awesome, like a little bit higher end sustainable options.
Cool. Those are all great brands with cute clothes that are ethical as well. How does money play into this? Do you mind spending more money on these clothes knowing they're better for the environment?
Definitely. So both of these brands are definitely a little bit more expensive than, say, like going to a thrift store or going to like a Forever 21. But I think that they also like will note where the things were sourced from and where the materials come from, and where the factories are located and stuff like that. So all these details and making sure they're coming from like an ethical source are worth spending more money on them.
Cool. Do you have any tips for sustainability for someone who doesn't have a budget like that can like afford those brands?
I think one way would be to sometimes you can check out these brands and they have some options on sale, or like a little bit of older seasons. So not the brand new stuff, but stuff from older seasons. I've been able to grab like some really great denim from Reformation for like half off because I just kind of like scoured their website. So that's one thing. Or of course, like Emily, like thrifting is great as well for trying to shop sustainably.
Totally. Now, what are your reasons for shopping sustainably? So, like, why are you passionate about it?
I think really like I said, I kind of like watched a ton of different documentaries about going vegan and just like the what everyone's doing to the environment and to the earth. So I felt like I was contradicting myself to be being vegan and stuff like that, but then also then going and buying stuff at Forever 21 and stuff like that. So I figured kind of overhauling my whole life, and as a consumer, I have the choice to choose either something that's not ethical or something that is really sustainable. So I just feel like if I'm able to have that choice, why not make a better decision for just like future generations and those inhabiting the earth. So
Totally. What like first inspired you to live this way?
I think when I first visited like the Everlane, they have like a showroom. They have like, if you go on their website and stuff, you can read up about just, it was really interesting to me and intriguing that it was almost like a super techie type company too, which I'm into. And they really like dived into where the materials come from, and just like the background of how they were ethically sourced. And I never even thought about this in the first place. So this was really eye opening to me. And it was such an inspiring company. So after learning about them, I realized that this is something I could really get into. So yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much for all of this. Now, for the last thing I want to touch base on, what advice would you give to someone who's trying to be more eco-friendly, whether it's through fashion, diet, or anything else? I like ending with this question so the people listening can get the best tips for working towards sustainability.
I think one good way is just using reusable like utensils and cups and stuff like that. Because I noticed that like let's say at work, you can use like the same, like a paper cup every day and throw it out every day, multiple cups, let's just say. So if just making one purchase of like a really awesome mug or something that you like can really go a long way. And that's a really great option.
Totally. I couldn't agree more. Well, thank you so much. We really enjoyed having you on the episode of Nifty Thrifty. And thank you so much to all of those listening. I've been ending with recommending an influencer in the space that I wanted everyone to check out. So today I'm going to live on that tradition. I would recommend Diana Chamomile. She creates fashion videos about thrifting really often, and her video style is super unique. So give her channel a look before checking in next week. And thank you all for listening, and I can't wait to be back next time. Bye, loves.